Tansy. My name is Melanie Molan. I am from Pagirawagan, but I reside in Nepal, Manitoba. My presentation is about pedagogy, ICT, and how I understand pedagogy will explain both in European and Indigenous way, but more on Indigenous. What is pedagogy? Is the effective integration of ICT alongside the curriculum is associated with a new pedagogy which changes the roles of the teachers and increases student learning and self-realizations and collaboration. Teaching learning pedagogy, where teachers use formats, services, tools, technologies, collecting information, and by using the knowledge of the elders by teaching the traditional values and beliefs. Holistic approach in teaching is to promote ICT in the field of education and by using information, communication, quality, evaluation, efficiency, effectiveness, easy to understand traditional beliefs and values. IC technology in teaching is to serve a better education by helping the students to improve learning, to implement the long life learning to proper understanding of the concept applications, critical thinking, proper study habits, risk taken, and to encourage equal opportunity to achieve better education in the reserves. Significance of ICT by using information communication technology where the educators and students can be helped in learning to achieve their goals by using Google Scholar, DuckDuckGo, Zotero, ViraGo, GeoGuessr, SoundCloud, which help them both students and teachers improvement in study in areas of subjects. Enhance students' knowledge and skills. The school should develop a board of knowledge group of people and to develop a complete range of skills that includes life skills, good life teaching, Cree language literacy, information literacy, independent learning skills. Midupimati the good life, is the traditional belief that good life Midupimati where the elders are the knowledge keepers and strong spiritual and have the strong connection and understanding. The belief pedagogy is learning and listening to elders' wisdoms of their traditional teachings. Cognitive Belief System by Kevin Lewis, where the long-term memory is how we view the world around us and how it works. This area helps us to make sense of the events, to understand the law of natures, and to make a mental decisions of the goodness and truth. Self-concept by Kevin Lewis is deep within our cognitive belief system lies your perceptions of how things work. It is a system that portrays the way we see the world and ourselves. For example, I believe Mother Earth is a gift from the Creator, who is the one who holds our lives. Traditional Perspective by Kevin Lewis, where the long-term memory stores all stories and traditional teachings from elders, and those teachings are a network information that is wept into our hearts, minds, and body for the students. It is a long life learning. Indigenous Pedagogy by Kevin Lewis is what Kevin Lewis is talking about is a long life learning. We never stop learning from the day we come into the world to the day we die. Then we stop learning. Also, we have to encourage students' effort and achievement, and the teachers have to understand their lifestyle and come to the level of their learning. Indigenous pedagogy. Peay's theory, where he uses his children to see our first stages of cognitive development from infant to adult. He observes his nephew and daughter when on the four stages of mental development of sensory pre-optional, Crown Creek optional, and formal operation. Continue of Peay's theory, his belief that children take an active role in their own learning progress by observing and learning things around them, which is continually adding new information in different states of life. But he only observed his nephew and daughter, not multiple children. So how could this theory be true? Marie Papte's theory, Asininabi, she researched, questioned, interviewed, spoke to elders, and her observations she found there are 7 stages from infant to old age. Learning progress is a good life, fast life, wandering and wandering life, life truth, planning life, doing life, and elder life. The circle of path, where each person walks in its own path of life, where he or she has learned in the past and past experiences. They carry this teaching on their journey of life. Each person makes its own interpretation of its own life, uses the experiences as a learning tool. Payege's pedagogy is observing using his nephew and daughter, which he refers for all children, has smaller minds than adults. His conclusions that children were less intelligent than adults. Yes, children are still growing and learning as for adults have acquired much knowledge. Marie Papte's pedagogy, her finding was children are sacred as they are a gift from the Creator, and from birth to 7, the parents teach the groundwork for later learning. From 7 to puberty, children take more responsibility of learning. Continue from slide 19 on M. Papte's pedagogy. Her finding that the teenagers become to rebel and challenging, but the roots of the good life teachings provide them the support of their journey of life on adulthood. Of all the things learned in the past shows up as the evidence of what was learned. Just like me, I'm walking the good life and nobody is going to change my walk. Elders' wisdom. When we walk on Mother Earth, everyone carries what they have learned and observed. Everyone walks on its own path, but we are never alone. Also, never look back but to keep walking forward, for you will lose sight of what is trying to be learned. We never stop learning until we die. Ego se.